If you have ever stood in an English-speaking supermarket, just totally frozen in panic while the cashier rapid fires questions at you, well, you are definitely not alone.
Oh, for sure. The textbook version of shopping is just, so different from the real world experience. I mean, you might learn words like shopping cart or basket, but the actual challenge is the speed of the environment.
Right. So today, our mission for this deep dive is to equip you with simple, practical English for that exact situation. We are taking the sources you shared to decode the actual rhythm of how native speakers talk when they shop.
Yeah, because before you can buy anything, you have to know how to move around the store.
Yeah.
And getting lost looking for basic things like bread or rice is basically a rite of passage.
Oh, it's guaranteed to happen.
Yeah.
So when you are completely lost, what is the most natural way to ask for help without sounding like a textbook?
Well, the most natural phrasing is super simple. You just say, "Excuse me, where's the milk?" Or, "Where can I find the eggs?"
Notice that blending there. It is not, where is the milk? They just mash it together. Where's the milk?
Exactly. That blending is so crucial for your listening skills. And when you ask that, the store worker will usually reply with one very specific word. They'll tell you it's in aisle 7.
Ah, aisle. The magic word that unlocks the whole store. We really need to look at the mechanics of that word because seeing it written on a sign is an absolute trap.
It really is. It's spelled A-I-S-L-E, but that S is completely silent.
Right. It rhymes perfectly with smile. It just means the long walkway between the shelves.
Exactly. So you aren't listening for perfect grammar from the workers. You are really just listening for that word aisle and the number after it.
Okay, so you found your food. Now comes the most painful part of shopping, which is talking about money.
Yeah, paying.
Yeah.
The sources suggest learning phrases to describe prices like "that's expensive" or "that's cheap." But calling an item cheap in English can actually be a bit tricky.
Wait, really? Because it can imply bad quality, right? Not just a low price.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That is a vital distinction for language learners. If you want to celebrate a low price without insulting the product, it's much better to say, "That's a great deal."
That's a great deal. I like that. It shifts the focus away from the quality. But I am going to push back on the sources a little bit here.
On my part.
Well, they suggest asking the cashier, how much is this? At the main register.
Yeah.
And if I'm in a fast-paced checkout with a massive line of people behind me.
Oh, you do not want to start a slow conversation about prices.
Exactly. Isn't it infinitely easier to just look at the little digital screen on the register?
You bring up a solid point. The screen is absolutely your best friend if you're feeling pressured. Asking "how much is this?" is a great tool, but you want to use it before you reach that final line.
Like at the bakery counter or maybe a butcher station where things aren't clearly labeled.
Right. Once you hit the main cashier, it is all about speed. But it's also about a very specific type of cultural small talk. Think of it like a casual game of tennis.
Okay, I like that analogy. So the cashier serves the ball by asking, did you find everything okay?
Yep. And they don't actually want your life story. They don't want a detailed review of the store layout.
They just want you to casually hit the ball back so the line can keep moving, right?
Yeah.
A simple yes, thank you does the job perfectly.
It really does. Or it's a functional tool. If you genuinely couldn't find the eggs, you could say, "Actually, I couldn't find the eggs," and they can get someone to grab them for you.
Nice. And then comes the final swing of the racket, which is usually cash or card.
To which you just return the serve with "card, please," or "I'll pay cash."
No full sentences required, just clear, efficient communication. I think the overarching lesson here is that everyday English does not require complex grammar.
Not at all. It
Right.
just requires knowing that hidden script. Starting with these small, predictable conversations is the best way to build your confidence in a new language. You know what they will ask, so you have your answers ready.
Practice a little every day. So to put this into practice, we have a fun mental exercise for you. The next time you are pushing your cart down the aisle, try silently naming every single item you put in your basket in English.
Oh, that's a brilliant challenge.
Yeah, I mean, you might easily know apple or bread, but which simple everyday food do you think will suddenly stump you? It's a great way to test your real-world vocabulary.